Hey, I'm Dr. Toby. Welcome to the Rehab Mobile channel. Thank you for coming to check out our page. If you want to know how you can relieve hip pain, if you're somebody who has pain in your hip while you're driving, this video is going to be very helpful for you. So maybe you're somebody who drives for work, you're a truck driver, or maybe you're just somebody who drives Uber, or you just are in the car for long periods of time. You have to go on long road trips for business, whatever the case may be, or you fly a lot and you find that there's nagging hip pain either in the front or the side or going down the back of your leg. I'm going to show you in this video how we help patients to permanently relieve and eliminate their hip pain, so stay tuned. By the way, if you're new to our channel, we make videos on how you can stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile, so hit the subscribe button to stay connected to our videos. Let's get right into today's video. All right, so as you know, I'm sure you probably have experienced hip pain when you're driving. Maybe you feel like it's just really inconveniencing you, or maybe it's just when you're sitting down at any point in time, not only when you're driving. One of the things that we're going to teach you in this video is how we've helped our patients to eliminate their hip pain permanently. And so the basic foundation that we're going to teach you is going to be helpful for a series of hip conditions. But the most important thing that you want to keep in mind is that every hip condition is different, but this is going to be the fundamental basis for how you can solve that hip issue. So the things you want to know is that you have to stretch, mobilize, and strengthen your hip. And this is going to be helpful. So with different diagnoses, there's going to be different sets of exercises or things that you can do to best alleviate the hip. But I'm going to show you some general things that we've used that are extremely helpful for our patients. So the first thing you want to do is stretching. Stretching is going to be helpful because when you're stretching out those tissues, you're helping to elongate the muscle tissue, which is going to affect or contribute to joint pain. So the tighter that muscle gets, the more it's going to cause that joint to be more constricted, and it's going to contribute to pain in and of itself, but then it causes a domino effect of other pain that comes from the joint and other kind of structures. So a couple of stretches that are going to be really helpful. We have what is called a psoas stretch. So one of the things that you do for this psoas stretch is you're in this position, and this is going to be helpful for people who have pain in the anterior part of their hip. One of the things that you can do, especially if you're driving a lot throughout the day, you want to do this before you start your drive and also after, to reduce the amount of discomfort you might have throughout the end of the day. So you're going to have one leg in front of the other. Assuming that this is the hip that has more discomfort or pain, I'm going to just move my hips forward. I'm going to take one hand and lean over to the side. And as I do that, I'm going to feel this stretch here. Now, all exercises are not made equal for everyone. Some people's bodies don't allow them to do certain things because the pain is so severe. And if that's the case for you, what you need to do is talk to a PT first to know what exercises and activities are going to be most helpful for you. So doing the stretch is going to be helpful for those who are able to tolerate it, but if this increases or causes more pain or discomfort, it's a clear indication that you definitely need to talk to a physical therapist, get some help. And you can click the link right in our description to talk to one of our physical therapists to get an assessment and idea of what exactly is going on and what's the issue with your hip. The other way that you want to stretch, especially when it comes to driving, is doing what's called a piriformis stretch. For people who have pain going down their leg or in their rear, this is really helpful. So let's demonstrate what you do. You're sitting down, crossing one leg, you're going to pull that leg right there, and nice good stretch. You're gonna feel it in that rear. Again, let's assume that on this is the side that has discomfort. I'm gonna do that good stretch, 30-second hold, 2 or 3 times. It's gonna be very helpful. Is what we always do with our patients, depending on what kind of things they have going on with their hips. So this is really beneficial. Hamstring stretch is another one that's really beneficial. You sit at the edge of your chair, sit up nice and tall, kick your leg out and point your foot backwards. So keeping that foot pointed to me, I want to point it back, and I'm sitting up nice and tall, keeping that knee nice and straight, and I lean forward. And you're going to feel that stretch going all the way down your leg. You're not only stretching the hamstring, but also the nerve. So really helpful for people who have sciatic pain that goes down their leg, getting that sciatic nerve nice and stretched out to help relieve some tension and discomfort. The other things that are going to be important and helpful for you to know as far as mobilizing your hip, a couple ways you can mobilize your hip. Nice wide position, move your hips forward and moving back. get in that joint, nice and stretched out, stretching those hamstrings again in this position. And this is gonna be helpful. Now, again, for someone who has like a hip replacement or other really degenerated kind of conditions, this may be more aggravating, but this is gonna help people who are really in a place having mild, moderate discomfort, depending on where it's coming from. And so you can kind of a la carte and choose which type of exercises best help you and throw out the ones that don't. Again, there's so many things that can be done for people without having to rely on pain medications, injections, or surgery to help their hip. It's just a matter about having a professional or expert helping you to determine which ones are going to be best for you and what the actual cause of your condition of your hip is, and then being able to do things that are appropriate for that specific thing. So the other thing that you want to do is bridge. Really great exercise to help start strengthening. We talked about mobilization and stretching, but this is going to help strengthen those hips and making sure when you do your bridge, push your back down into the table or the ground and then lift up and squeeze your bottom. Really good. Make sure you feel that tummy activating, and this is great for you. So that's another great exercise. You can do several sets with several reps, and then doing some squats. Squatting down is really great for mobility. Just doing some basic air squats, spreading those legs, allowing yourself to increase that mobility. It's going to be very helpful. So those are a handful of things that can be very helpful if you have hip pain while you're driving. The best thing that you're going to want to do is incorporate a routine, and the best way to get the most specific routine to help you is to talk to a physical therapy first, because we help people because we specialize in orthopedic conditions, meaning anything involving your bones, muscles, joints, nerves. These are things that we can help you to do in a very non-invasive, easy way to help you to get to 100% so you can drive without having pain or discomfort, achy, soreness, burning, tingling sensations going down your leg are things that really distract people throughout their day. I mean, it's like, imagine trying to do your job or do whatever you want, maybe taking your kids to school or whatever the case might be, and just being so distracted because of the discomfort and the pain that you're feeling. So most of the times, doing exercises once is not going to change something that's been going on for several weeks, months, years even. And if you've had this thing going on for a long period of time, it probably didn't start, or the root issue probably didn't start when you began noticing or feeling it, meaning that it's something that has developed over time, which you just have to correct. So I highly encourage you, click the link down in the description below to connect with us. We'd love to give you some free resources that are specific to your needs. So if you found that these weren't helpful for you, the greatest thing that you can do is to not be worried, because that just means there's something else that is more specific to your issue. And there are people like our team and others who can help you to get back to 100%. So if you found this video helpful, like it and leave a comment. Let us know what was most helpful about it for you. And you can also share it with somebody else who you know would benefit from it if they have pain while they're driving. All right, take care and see you in the next video.